guest has been called the most exciting actor of his generation. Earlier this year, he earned an Academy Award nomination for his performance in Half Nelson. His new movie, Fracture, opens in theaters today. He's so good in this. Please welcome the brilliant Ryan Gosling. Yeah, I know.
Already.
I'm trying to build up to a whole show. I can only do it for a few seconds. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is my first show ever.
It is?
Yeah.
Really?
Why is that sad? It's sad?
No, that's a real big compliment that he doesn't like to do shows. A lot of people don't like to do these.
No, just, no one will have me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, now it's not such a compliment.
But you've been my first for a couple things, the awards, and there was that other thing that we don't talk about.
Yeah, that thing, yeah.
Which we should talk about, by the way.
One day.
I called you.
Yeah.
Called you a few times.
We met at the Academy Awards when he was nominated, and I just, if you haven't seen Half Nelson, you've got to see him in this. It's so good, and you, I've heard many people say you should have won. That was a tight category, but you were so good in that. But anyway, so your mother and your sister were there, and that must have been a big thing for you, right?
Well, they were so excited.
Yeah.
They were so excited. They actually got too excited, sort of acting like almost like they could give up on their life,
Uh-huh.
Like
that was
it
it?
absolved them of all their personal and social, political responsibilities. It's just like now, life was over.
Yeah.
And my mom, my sweet mom, look at her hair. We went to the, she wanted to do everything right, So she wanted to have her hair done by a professional. And this woman, and she's a lovely woman, let me preface the story by saying that I know her kids, she's great.
The hairdresser.
The hairdresser. But she
well,
had
when
like
you're
a prediction.
That way, you're not happy with the hair. I'm just saying.
I loved it.
Okay.
But she had this prediction that she thought that everyone was going to be wearing beehives. She just thought the beehives would be the thing that year.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not Kresge. I mean, she did her best.
Yeah.
And she did it. My mother came out, and it looks great. I love it. But my only concern was like, I don't know, we need another ticket for it or something. It's pretty big. And we went there, and not one person had a beehive.
No.
You didn't see any beehives, right?
No beehives.
And she's sitting next to Gwyneth Paltrow's got her hair down, and Meryl Streep's got her hair down, and poor Rachel Weisz is sitting behind.
Oh.
Is it Weisz or Weisz?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She's sitting behind us, and she's kind of like... trying to get around my mother's hair. My poor mom is just like, she's mortified, and she didn't have any fun at all. And she's starting to sink down in her seat because the hair's kind of heavy, and she's getting lower like this. And they put her front row center, you know? So it's just my mother's hair and then everything else. And at a certain point, she wasn't having fun. Like halfway through the show, I said, Ma, this is never going to happen again, ever. So don't enjoy it. Try to find a way to enjoy it.
Right.
She's like, I can't. There's no one has beehives. And so I leaned next to Meryl Streep, who's, never met before. She's probably the greatest actor ever.
Yeah.
And I said to her, listen, only you can fix the situation, I think. I tell her the situation, goes, don't worry about it. She waits for the next commercial break, and she's just kind of like, she looks over and she goes, to my mom, I almost wore my hair up too, and I'm so jealous. I wish I had. It was so
that is
great.
So
and my mother was, she lost it. And it's just proof that Meryl Streep, if you ever wanted to know, she's awesome.
She really is. But that's so sweet that you did that, too. That's sweet you did it.
What do you mean? It was ruining my night.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And then we went out to the parties afterwards. My mother was like rocking the beehive. With Prince, we went to Prince's party, and Prince was like dancing with everyone, dancing my mom, and like made up this move where everyone would point to her hair. That didn't happen, actually. That didn't happen. But in my mind, it did.
Yeah, I see.
In my mind, Prince was pointing at my mom's hair.
But she was proud of it later on.
Oh, yeah, she was rocking that beehive like you can't believe.
Yeah, I noticed it. It was distracting for me to keep talking. I saw her right in the front row.
She's gonna watch this.
Oh, I know. I met her. She was lovely. And I liked your sister, and they were excited for you. And so let's talk about this movie, because you're so good. And Anthony Hopkins, and
he's the greatest.
So how was that working with him?
He's the best. He's so much funnier than I thought he would be. I guess I had him all wrong. But he like he doesn't like anything. He's not serious at all. He doesn't like you to be. And I take myself way too seriously, you know. And so he can't stand that. So he'll like bark like a dog. If he sees you being super serious, he'll start barking or meowing like a cat or something.
That sounds crazy. I mean, what do you mean he'll just start barking if somebody's being serious?
Yeah, like if it gets too tense on set or something, he'll just start barking. But the thing is that everything he does is so good that it sounds exactly like a dog. You can almost hear it. You're like, it's a three-legged shepherd with a kidney problem, I think. It's so
and like
specific.
Prince is dancing like that. Your head goes into different places.
Yeah, well, none of that's true.
So what, he tries to get you to go after the dog or something? Is that?
No, he didn't try and get me to go after the dog.
But it just, he doesn't
But
like
he
try to
could've if he
throw the
wanted.
voice?
What's that?
Does he try to throw the voice like there's a dog outside, or he just actually becomes a dog barking?
No, he tries to hide it. Like, for instance, when he was on Elephant Man, he thought that it was everyone was taking themselves way too seriously on that movie. It's the saddest movie ever. And he was joking around, and he like got tired of it, so he started meowing like a cat, but so that no one knew. And he had the whole crew for an hour looking on top of buildings for the cat, and everyone was going crazy for the cat. And finally, they saw him doing it. And he was like, he's very mischievous.
He's actually here on Tuesday, so I'm going to ask him all these things.
Oh,
yeah.
get him! You got to get him to bark. You won't believe it.
Yeah. I'll ask him to bark and meow, but I won't tell the audience that day, and we'll see if people start looking for the dog or the cat. So people watching today, watch on Tuesday, and we'll see if we can get the audience freaking out. All right, we're going to take a break, and then you're going to, I don't know how to do this at all, you're going to teach me how to dance the salsa. Is that right?
Okay.
Well,
All
you
right.
are. We'll be right
All right.
back. There was somebody. That was Ryan Gosling. Look. Walk over here. Right there with the arms
that's
up in
like
the
the
air.
blonde hair.
All right. We'll try to get this. So I'm back. Ryan Gosling. We're talking during the commercial break about all the good dancers, and this woman right here. I don't know if we have footage of her
This
when she
woman.
was on the floor. We were talking about how good she was. Yeah, her.
But the thing is that she's
Wait.
not just a dancer. She's a storyteller.
Yeah, she is a storyteller.
I mean, she's interpretive.
You're right. Yeah. Some people internalize it.
Yeah.
Some people internalize it and just move with it. She tells the entire story.
Yeah. And she shares it. you
Yeah.
know? She has a deeper understanding of the song than we do.
Yes.
She shares her deeper understanding with you.
She showed different ways of want you. She
Yeah.
actually had 2 different versions of showing you that, which was really good.
And
All
it's
right.
almost like she's dancing for God, too. Like, not for
Yes.
anybody else, for herself and for,
Yeah, and we're just
you know, allowed to watch.
Yes, we're just eavesdropping. All right, so let's do that. Now, I thought, because he's going to teach me how to salsa dance, I assumed you're like some kind of professional or something. You're like, no, I just like to salsa
I have
dance.
no idea how to salsa. I like to salsa dance, but
All
I'm
right.
not great.
We're going to try it.
Okay.
You're going to teach me how.
I'll try not to get fresh with
All right,
you.
all right. Well, isn't that what the
But it's a
song is
very
all about?
sexy dance. You're a beautiful woman, and I'm only human.
That's the...
So come on.
All right,
Okay.
what are we doing?
Okay. You have to just put your hand right there. That's not. That's really. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Okay, we got to get real close enough so we can feel each other's heat.
Okay.
That's not true,
right.
actually, right now. So like this, you get to say like this, and you go back like this. You go like up here. Okay, so you go step back. 1, 2, 3. You go back like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Are you getting too much ankle?
I like your look. I always like the way you dress.
I didn't know that I'd be showing so much ankle.
You didn't. We
That's a lot
sprung
of
this
ankle.
on you. You weren't really dressed to work out.
Not since Don Johnson has there been so much ankle.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back.
Thanks for being here. And I love you in the movie, and you look great. If you're uncomfortable at any time, you don't have to pedal. It's just my idea, but you can do whatever you want.
No, I'm in. What speed are you on?
Let me see. I'm on resistance 8. Oh, now it's going too high. Stop. Now I'm on resistance 9.
Okay.
What are you on?
Mine's asking me my weight, which I think is a little forward.
That's rude. No, you have to hit
I
quick
just
start
met the
first and then
spike.
resistance. So let's take a look at you on the cover of GQ magazine right here. Very, very handsome, very good-looking guy, and it's How to Dress Like a Movie Star, which I think you've always dressed like a movie star, personally. Now listen, I don't know how many people know that you started out, I had no idea. Boy, that was a very popular, the Mickey Mouse Club, stars came out of that like, are we done now, finding out how many people came out of the Mickey Mouse Club?
There are many more.
It was many, many more.
Look at that.
Justin,
Yep.
Christina, Brittany. Look at that. So you sing,
A lot of
obviously.
hairspray.
There's a whole
really
lot
into hairspray back then.
A whole lot of hairspray back then. That was
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. And a nice vest.
Thanks.
Very nice vest.
I thought it was the vest.
Yeah. I'm sure I wore a vest like that
It was
at some
simply
point.
the vest.
Yeah. And you sang as well?
I mean, I tried to sing.
No, I heard you were really good. We couldn't get the clip, but I heard you were really, really good.
Oh, yeah. I've taken that clip. You'll never see it again.
So nomination for a Golden Globe, and now they're saying probably a nomination for an Oscar. I'm going to say that right now. I'll put it out there. You and Michelle Williams, who I adore, I just think that she's, first of all, as a person I like her, and as an actress, she's superb. And it's a very intense movie, and...
Are you hydrating? I'm worried about you.
I am.
Because you know, once you're thirsty, it's too late. You're already dehydrated.
You're absolutely right, Ryan. Once you're thirsty, it's too late. We're going to give you tips along the way. So you and Michelle Williams lived together to prepare for this movie, right?
Yeah.
And how long did you live together?
Well, you know, for a month. We lived in this house. I mean, we didn't, not night times because Michelle is a mom and she had to go home.
Right.
But during the days, we would live in this house, and we had, you know, a budget that we had to live on, and we had Christmas and birthdays, and we did the Jane
Christmas
Fonda
and
workout.
birthdays in a month?
Well, you know, we just packed them all in. We would make a
I
birthday
see.
cake, have a birthday party in the morning, and then have Christmas at night.
And well, tell people, I'm assuming people know the movie, but tell people what it's about.
Well, it's just a love story.
Kind of.
You like love, don't you? All right.
It's a love story, but it's a little more complicated than that.
Well, but they have to see it to find out.
That's right. Okay, I don't want to give anything away. And you and Michelle are a very, very cute couple, and as I said, I like you, I like her, so I like you individually. I like you as a couple. I don't know if you're a couple, you're being cagey about it, I know that. If you're a couple, I'm all for it. Wait, you're pedaling faster. What's happening?
I'm trying to get away from this conversation.
And you brought me something, and I want to know what it is. It's in a bag. They said you brought me something fun.
Well, okay, so for Christmas, I got these for my family as a joke. And then we put them on, and they're so wildly comfortable that we never took them off. And I like them so much, I brought you one. I thought you might like it.
Oh, this is what I've been talking about. We need to start making for the show.
It's a onesie.
It's a onesie. With feet. Right?
And I like them so much that I got all of you one, too.
Everybody in line?
Right here.
You won them over.
What?
They love you. Gosling's the best guest we've ever had on the show. It's a lot to top. I don't know how anybody's ever going to top that.
I know there's like a novelty aspect to this.
Yeah.
But they're pretty comfortable, aren't they?
They're great.
And to work out in, you get your sweat on.
Oh yeah. I was already getting my sweat on. This is adding to the sweat a whole lot. This
right,
really
let's
is
keep it
something I
clean.
want to do with the Ellen Shop. I want to do this is such a great idea.
Thanks, Jumpin' Jammers.
Uh-huh.
They gave them to you.
And now thanks, Jumpin' Jammers. And so you wear these how often?
I took them off to come here.
Really? You're always in them.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Hardly.
Part of this is to make this somehow popular, so I can wear them out and not feel.
All you had to
like
do
a
was put it in
fool.
GQ. They'll follow you.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll do whatever you say.
Well, it starts here. It's a
you're the
movement.
style
It's a
master.
Jumpin' Jammer movement.
All right. Now, will you wear something like this if it catches on to the Golden Globes?
I'd love to.
All right. Well, I would like to see that. But like in a tux kind of a situation.
With a little, like a flower.
Yeah, dress it up.
Right?
You know, a little flower right there.
You're kidding, but I'm not.
I'm not kidding. I'm totally serious. And last year you took your mom, is that right?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to take my mom, but it's, gets a little tricky with the swag room situation.
Ooh, she likes the swag room?
There's something like trance-inducing about them, you know? When we were in Sundance, I took my sweet, look at her. That's her in the Jumpin' Jammers. It's Christmas. I took her to the swag room and I said, Mom, when we go in there, just know that they're not just trying to give us stuff. They want me to take my picture with it,
right.
You know? So unless you're really compelled by something, let's just move through.
Right.
She's like, of course, let's go. As soon as we walk in, I lose her. I'm looking for my mother, and she's with this lady selling jewelry. And she's like, Ryan, isn't this so nice? This lady wants to give me a necklace. It says truth. It's a truth necklace, you know? I'm
Yeah.
like, truth? A truth necklace? Okay. Take a picture. She's like, don't you want to take your picture with the idea of truth? Concept of that? That's a good thing to be identified with, right? Okay. Then I'm like, hey, can we go? She says, sure. We go. I think we're out. And suddenly, I love that we're talking in these. I'm doing
I do
this,
too.
by the way. And she's like, I lost her again. And I find her, and she's like, Ryan, this nice man wants to give us a jacket. It charges your cell phone.
A jacket that charges your cell
Yeah.
phone?
Isn't that great? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Do we really need jackets that charge our cell phones? Apparently we do. She's like, you never think of your uncles. They might love a jacket that charges your cell
You
phone.
never think of your uncles?
So I got one for my uncle, and I thought, you're never gonna wear that truth necklace. You're never gonna wear it. She never takes it off, and my uncle won't. You can't separate him from his jacket.
From the jacket that charges the cell phone. See?
He won't.
She knows.
He's the,
She knows.
he's the fool.
Well, Ryan, I adore you, and you're so talented, and good luck. Congratulations on What's wrong with this? Don't think that this
This is
isn't going to
fulfilling
happen.
some weird fantasy for me. I hope I hope that's okay. It's just getting a little intimate.
That's a very weird fantasy. That's very strange. Blue Valentine is currently playing in theaters. We'll be right back after this. Ryan Gosling. I forgot, I'm sure you know this, but I forgot. I can't believe I haven't mentioned it already. Ryan Gosling is here. He is what we call hot. Hot. My staff is very excited that he's here. I told them to be on their best behavior. Do not bother him. He's a regular person. He likes just more beautiful than everybody else. That's all. I want to check in and make sure he's comfortable. He's in his dressing room right now. Yes. Hey, Ryan. So, Ryan, how's everything so far?
Well, it's great. I'm having a bit of an issue with this lamp.
What's the matter?
Well, I think it has allergies.
Lauren. Get out. All right.
And I'm also, as long as we're talking about it, and
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but
What?
I think a strong case could be made that that's not a plant.
No.
Thank you.
I am so sorry. What's happening behind you?
What's that?
There just seems to be something going
I don't
on.
know what you're talking about.
It's behind you.
Over here?
To me,
Over
that
there?
that seemed more obvious than the others. All right. Well, I just blended right in. I'm going to punish them. We'll talk to you in a minute. We'll be back with Ryan. When you take crazy handsomeness and you smush it together with insane talent, you get our first guest. Please welcome Ryan Gosling. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. That's it's been a while. So listen, what is this thing that I hear? Is this true? You're a daddy for the second time?
I am.
Wow, congratulations! I just learned it just now. I don't read a lot of those things, and I didn't know. They just told me right before you got out here.
Well, actually, you know, I thought I brought a picture if you want. I don't know if you're interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to show the?
Yeah.
Show
Let's see it. Oh. She's adorable. God, she's so precious.
Isn't she?
She's adorable. Looks
Her
just
hair
like
is
you.
a little. I don't know. It's a little suspicious. I don't know how she's getting her hair done so early.
Well,
Like I monitor who comes in and out of the house very carefully, and I don't
It looks
think anyone's
natural.
been coming in and doing it.
it just
but
seems natural to me.
Yeah.
Well, she's adorable. Thanks for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And congratulations.
Thank you so
and
much.
And you're, is it a boy or a girl?
A girl.
A girl.
Little
So you have
girl.
two little girls now?
Yes.
And how old is your other little girl?
She's about 19 months.
And her name is?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. And what do you call her?
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. Ezzy.
And what is she into?
You know, we go to the park.
That's sweet.
Yeah, we play with chalk.
Chalk?
You know, it's funny because when I was, you know, a younger man, I had a fantasy of getting into the graffiti world, you know,
Really?
for a minute. And I was living downtown, and I thought, you know, I heard that if you tag over someone else's tag, that's how you start a battle. So I did this for about a few months, and no one ever bothered to battle with me because I guess I was so bad at it that they just, you know, like when an animal's sick, another animal won't eat it. So I just thought, all right, I'll hang up my spray cans, and that'll be that, you know. And now, since I take my little girl to the park, you know, we always write her name in chalk, and some kid has been erasing her name and writing their name over it.
Ooh.
So now I'm in a proper, finally, tagging battle.
Good. Good for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And this kid has access to an unfair amount of chalk.
Really?
And so I'm trying to explain to my little girl that, you know, this is, you know, she doesn't care. She's like, well, we'll just chalk anywhere else. And I'm like, no, this is.
Good for you.
They're disrespecting your mother.
Good for you.
Because she gave you this name, and they're erasing it. You
Yeah.
know? So the only way to really get back at them is to erase their name.
Yeah.
And not disrespect their mother, but definitely put her on notice.
Yeah. Good.
You know?
Good for you. You're
Because I
raising
think she's
her.
the chalk supplier too.
Oh, the mother is?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you
But
have.
you got to be careful because it's when you're trying to teach your kid like what a reasonable amount of vengeance is.
Where will you stop?
I think I'm doing all right. But do you think I'm going down the wrong road here?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I'm glad we talked.
I think so.
Okay.
I think she might not want to battle little kids. She needs to.
I think it's important that we do.
Yeah. All right.
I feel strongly about it.
Well, then you're right. So, you know, people talk about how handsome you are all the time. And they do. All the time. So there's a wax figure that I saw of you, and it's hard to get those things right. Have you seen your wax figure?
I haven't.
Let me show you. It's really good. It actually, isn't that good? Is that as close as we can get? But it does look good. I saw it closer up, and it looks very, very good. No, that's really good. Look at the people taking pictures with you and everything, because it looks like they're taking pictures with you. I'd like to show you, I just learned this before the show. I did not know I had a wax figure, and it turns out I do. Where is it? Near Niagara Falls. Okay, this is me, apparently. I was just showing this like literally before the show started, and I was like, "Am I an usher?" And
You look like Phyllis Diller.
I think I do. It's a combination between Florence Henderson and Phyllis Diller and a bunch of people, and I'm clearly dancing because that's all I do.
That's haunting.
It is haunting. And did you pose for yours? Because they got it so right. Did they measure you and do a mold? And they got it that good without even.
They didn't ask me nothing.
Wow. Well,
you didn't even know.
Yeah, I posed for that. Yeah. I was like that for about an hour. No, I don't know why. That's just crazy. You brought me something that you made, I hear, before we go to break. So what do you want?
Can I just say that I know a lot of people, I'm sure, say that they're your biggest fan, but I think a strong case can be made that my girlfriend's sister, Janet, is your biggest fan.
Yes, she's
in the audience tonight.
I know. Hey, Janet. Hi.
She, every year you have that Toys for Tots thing at her school. She runs the drive. She also hand delivers the toys every year. And this is also interesting. Every day she comes to the house, she has an Ellen hoodie on. And if you ask her, and if she gets hot, she takes it off. There's an Ellen t-shirt underneath. And if she takes that off, there's an Ellen sort of like singlet. So it's kind of like one of those Russian Matushka dolls. It just keeps going and going. And I just thought, I made this. It just says, Janet. Now, is there any way you would wear this and take a picture with Janet?
Janet, come on down.
Would you do that?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. You're the best. You're the best.
Janet, you're not wearing an Ellen hoodie. I'll give you one, though, because I have some back here that I keep. So, hi, Janet.
But she is wearing a beautiful, it is a beautiful Ava Mendes dress, so.
Really? That's Ava's dress? I love that. I love the stuff she does. Here, put your Ellen hoodie on.
You're the best. Thank you.
Of course.
My gosh.
Ready?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's get one. I don't have any more hoodies, but put this on and then.
Come on, Asita.
Yeah, close by. We're back with a very handsome Ryan Gosling.
Come on.
It's impossible for me to say your name without adding handsome in front of it, and it's redundant. I don't need to say it. It's obvious, but I have to say it.
I'm not prepared for this.
Yeah, and as I said in the intro, insanely talented. You do everything. You're funny, you do drama, you do everything, and you are now doing a movie where you're singing and dancing with Emma Stone?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's called, thank you.
Is the whole thing a musical?
It is, yeah. It's a musical in the style of like a Fred and Ginger film. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see that. And you and Emma are so great together. You were in Crazy Stupid Love together. And,
Yeah, she's the best.
Really, really good.
Yeah, so
No, you go.
there you go.
Okay.
Your show.
So you started singing when you were like, is that what you started as a singer?
Well, that's a nice way to put it. No, I used to sing at weddings when I was a kid.
Like how old?
Like 8.
Would they ask you to sing, or did you just start singing at weddings?
No, I would get paid $20 to sing When a Man Loves a Woman.
How adorable for an 8-year-old to sing When a Man Loves a Woman.
Kind of, but then in retrospect, it was a little inappropriate because it was during the garter ceremony.
Oh.
So the bride would kind of hike up her dress, and then she'd get the garter out, and then suddenly I would come in, get on my knees, and sing to her garter. And then she'd take it off and I'd get $20. I guess when I say it, it's pretty...
It sounds weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it explains a lot.
Now that you say it. Do you know about the Hey Girl, do y'all know about the Hey Girl memes?
No, you don't.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think they know.
I think they do. And the people who don't know about it, you're gonna wanna check these out. So there's someone who started these memes, and it's all Ryan, and they just start with Hey Girl, like, I think we have some examples of, Hey girl, feel my sweater, know what it's made of, boyfriend material. And they're all similar to that. Is your name Google? Because I got everything. You say, okay. When did you find out about this?
I found... That's good. I found out about it just, I think, in an odd way because I didn't know what it was, and just people would say, you know, hey, girl. I thought that was odd, and then I started, you know, just really looking deeply at myself as to why people were just saying, hey, girl. They would just scream it across the street, hey, girl. So it took me a while to figure it out.
Yeah, I bet that would be strange to hear,
to get
hey,
the
girl.
bottom of it.
Well, all right, we have to take another break, and I'm just gonna rest on my Ryan pillow, and then we'll talk about the movie after this. That's Ryan Gosling in the show. It's called Nice Guys with Russell Crowe, and you get beat up a lot.
Yes.
Did you get hurt?
By Russell Crowe, yeah.
By Russell.
Offset, just in the, you know, in the
Not
morning.
even rehearsing for a
You
scene.
saw him the other day, didn't you?
Yes, he was here the other day.
Isn't he the best?
He's fantastic.
Russell Crowe, everybody?
Yes.
He's the best.
You're the best.
He's the best.
No, you're the best.
No.
And you're handsome. But let's talk about this story that he told about the first time y'all met and you went to dinner. Your story is different than his, I think.
So I got a email out of the blue from Russell Crowe, and I'm a huge fan. And he said, let's have dinner with his wife and my girlfriend. And I asked my girl, and we were thrilled, and we got dressed up, and we went to meet him at his hotel, and we thought this is gonna be great. And I get into the lobby, and I see the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan, and he says, "You here for the Russell Crowe dinner?" And I was like, "Yeah, you too?" And he was like, "Yeah." So he leads us into, I guess Russell's wife had invited 30 other people or something.
Right.
And so I never actually got to meet Russell Crowe, but I saw the man. He was sitting at the other end of the table, and I thought, you know, thanks for the invite. But I got to meet the Riz, which is that's huge. I take that as a win.
No, his wife invited everybody because she was going to meet Ryan Gosling, and she called all of her girlfriends and said, "We're going to meet Ryan Gosling." That's what happened.
I didn't know that part.
That's what he said. That's what happened. That's it. We're out of time. I know you're rushing to get someplace. So
we have the premiere.
Yes, you have the premiere.
Yes.
So I love you and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Our first guest is handsome, kind, funny, and insanely talented. His new movie is La La Land. It opens today. Please welcome Ryan Gosling. Hi.
Quick question, are you mad at me?
Why?
Because the last time I came out, you leapt into my arms. And this time I just got a tiny...
Oh, no.
So
Did I really leap into your...
Yeah.
Oh, I feel...
Come on. It's so nice to see you. And thank you for having me. Having me back.
Put me down.
Okay. You want to stay?
Yeah, I'm going to stand here.
Great.
Thank you so much.
It's just like a chilled out.
We should do this.
We're just hanging out.
Yeah, just have a conversation.
We don't, like, take it seriously.
No.
You know? We're just people hanging out.
Why don't people talk like this more often on talk shows?
No. My pants are too tight for this. Can we sit down?
Yeah.
Thank you. Well,
That's good now.
thank you for
Good. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was supposed to do that every time I saw you. Now I will.
Yeah, it's
Now-
in my contract.
I will. Really? Every woman jumps into your arms?
just you.
Just me?
Just,
All right. So I'm going to get a running start next time. Like,
Okay.
before you even reach here, I'm just going to run towards you, and you won't know which way I'm going to jump.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
You know?
It'll be exciting. Hey, you just got back from Budapest, and when did you get back?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, so you're not jet lagged or anything like that?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. And was that your first time in Budapest?
It was, yeah.
And it was good?
It's the Budapest.
That should be their tourism
be,
slogan.
yeah.
Yeah. What did you were doing a movie there?
Yes.
But what did you do there besides that?
I didn't do much.
No?
I just worked. But
But you had your family there.
my family was there,
Your 2 daughters.
my dog.
Your dog. Your dog came to Budapest?
He did, yeah.
Can you bring? Don't they have quarantine and stuff like that?
I just, I put him in a funny hat
No.
and a jacket.
Like another kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old? You have a new baby.
Yes.
Yes. So you have the first one is how old?
She's a little over 2.
If you'd let me hang out with you, I'd know their names and know more about them. But I don't.
I'm vetting you right now.
Okay.
It takes a while.
I keep wanting to hang out with you, and you won't do it. So she's 2, and her name is Esmeralda.
Esmeralda,
I'm just
yes,
guessing.
the oldest.
And then what's the other one's how old?
Amada is 7 months.
Amada.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
Beloved.
Oh, that's sweet. In what language?
Spanish.
Okay. Should I know that?
No, I don't.
Okay. And they must be excited for Christmas. That's what Christmas is, like for kids.
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah?
I mean, Ez is a little, she was a little too young last year, so.
But this year?
I think so, yeah.
What
Hope
what
so.
what does she want?
I don't think she understands that you can ask for something just yet.
What?
Yeah, we're kind of, it's a real sweet spot where you give her anything,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what about Ava? What will you give her?
Well, I probably, shouldn't say.
She's
right
not
now.
watching.
Yeah, she might.
Just in case she's not. Say something different then.
Something different.
Because I have ideas.
I'm gonna get us, I think we should get a Roomba for our Roomba. Do you have a Roomba?
I don't have a Roomba.
Does anyone have a Roomba? No?
Well, she's very excited about it.
It's a little
Yes.
robot that cleans your house.
Well, it's
But I feel bad for it because it works tirelessly and at night I can hear it cleaning downstairs and I just feel bad for it. And when it's tired, it goes home and it docks itself and it recharges. And if it hits your foot, it acts ashamed. And it's complicated and I want to get a Roomba for my Roomba this year.
So it has.
It has company.
It has
Put them in
company.
a room and see
But
what happens.
wouldn't they bump into each other and then go completely away from each other?
No, we'll find out.
All right. So that's what you want a Roomba. That's what you're asking for.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm asking for.
All right.
Yeah.
I have some gift ideas for Ava. Do you know how many products out there with your face, your image on it, there are?
I don't want to know.
Well, you do.
Okay, you're going to tell me.
These are nails for women. So you put, the nails on, the fake nails. And they're your
okay.
face. These,
Seems like a terrible idea. But
you
all right.
might, who wouldn't want to wear your leggings? Look at this. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
For sure, she's going to want to wear those.
I would.
You might wear them.
I don't think I want to wear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a Ryan Gosling coloring book.
Right.
No, it's a coloring book with your.
Yeah.
Come on. Isn't that crazy?
I need to take a good look at my life choices. I think that that led me to that.
I mean, I just don't even understand. All this stuff was on the internet. I found it. It was so easy.
I'm sorry that you all had to see that.
I got you something. I know more about you than you think I do, which is why we should hang out, because we have a lot in common. Look what I got you. A Roomba. They're heavy. Is that like the one you have, or is this fancier?
It's It's a lot more beautiful than the one I have.
Oh, well.
I'm saying. But I'm.
We could cut
Thank
out
you for
one of
this.
these and paste it on the other one so that you have one and I have one. We have to take a break. More with Ryan after this. Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone in La La Land. You and Emma Stone have such a great chemistry. You've done, 3 movies together or something, and so you just are so great together. And the movie is fantastic, and it's getting Oscar buzz, and congratulations.
Thank you.
It's different than any other movie. I mean, no one really makes movies like that anymore. It's like Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire, kind of, right?
I mean, we hope. It's.
Yeah.
I thought that ship had sailed, and that I wouldn't probably get a chance to make an old Hollywood musical. So
Yeah.
It was a great opportunity and really just an experience and how fun it can be to make movies.
There's so much dancing, and Emma Stone said that she apologized that she sweat profusely during the scenes and rehearsal. Did you notice that she sweats a lot?
I thought it was odd for the first few weeks that she was rehearsing in a wetsuit.
Yep.
But she doesn't sweat all over. It's just she has a few really active sweat glands. So it's kind of like, it's like poking holes in a water bed.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a few of them. So if you stay out of the way, you're fine.
Well, I gave her a nickname of Sweaty Stone, so...
Sweaty Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emma Sweaty Stone. That's what everyone calls her now.
That's.
You can call her that now.
Okay.
She knows it. She knows it well. I called her that several times. So you dance, you sing, and then you learned how to play piano for this film, which I think is so impressive, because it's one thing it's impressive even just to learn how to dance and to learn all the choreography, but like at a certain age, it's really hard to learn an instrument. Do you play guitar or anything?
I kind of, always wanted to play, so I would pick them up and try. So for me, it was a great opportunity to sit down for 3 months and just practice.
3 months you learned how to play piano that well?
Yes.
How often did you play piano?
All the time. I had one everywhere. I mean, not a piano everywhere, but I'd have a keyboard that I carried around with me anytime I had a spare second. I was practicing.
Wow.
It was a lot. I had a great coach, though, and she was very patient. And the music in the film is I think, really beautiful. So it was fun to learn how to play it.
But that must be nerve-wracking to that it doesn't come that naturally to you, that you learned it and you had to play the piano and sing and remember everything.
Well, the way that the director wanted to do this was that all of the musical sequences, piano, dance, songs, that they would all happen in one shot. So there was no trick photography, so there was no room to make a mistake.
Right.
So obviously we lost a little sleep over that, but it adds to the experience of the movie, because I think when you're watching it, you realize that this could all come apart at any second.
Right.
So it invests you in a way that's unique.
Exactly. No, it's congratulations. And you're in a harness. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that.
I don't want to talk about the harness.
Okay, let's not. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
And this is great. You brought something for the audience.
Well, it's Christmas, so
Yes.
I thought I would bring, you all records for the La La Land soundtrack.
Everyone has.
But then I thought it's kind of a lame.
It's kind of
a
weird
lame
to
present, because who has a record
Who
player?
has record
So
players?
I brought record players too. And the company who makes the record players is VNYL. See what they did there?
See what they did? Vinyl, but
Vinyl.
it says
So
vinyl.
thank you to
La La
them.
Land opens in theaters today. We'll be right back. Our first guest is crazy talented and crazy handsome. His new movie is called Blade Runner 2049. Please welcome Ryan Gosling.
if we take this carrying thing any further, we should invest in like an adult baby Bjorn.
Yeah. Well.
And then you can just hang out there.
I didn't know how to run into your arms because every single time you pick me up.
It's a little different.
Yeah, and when you were just standing there, I thought, okay, I'm running into your arms. See, I should have jumped like that, right? Is that what you thought was? Should I have run and jumped in your arms another way?
You did do it another way.
No, yes, exactly. I did it the wrong way, and somehow.
That's the magic of
you're
it.
incredibly
Let's not
strong.
overthink it.
No. I'm gonna think about that when I'm laying in bed tonight, going, that's not how I should have run into his arms. It just seems like I went too fast at you too. Did I scare you?
No, but your one leg went up and I went
I
under.
know.
We did not rehearse that.
No, we did not. It's so weird. We didn't rehearse that.
Yeah.
It looks like we would have, but no. No. You were so fantastic hosting Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you saw him, but you say jazz.
What's that?
You say jazz.
Thanks.
Now, do you get you've done it twice, right?
Yeah.
And do you get nervous or you're just excited to do it?
It's a very surreal experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you get nervous?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, the way that they have that show, I mean, the way that show works is so incredible. They've been doing it for 40 years, and
Yeah.
they're doing it again right now. I mean, as crazy as it was for me, they're right back at it. So
Yeah,
it's
somebody's
really,
doing it again
yeah,
this Saturday. And so when you did that Aliens sketch, I knew, and I saw it before, and I showed it to Portia because she hadn't seen it, and I was like, there is no way they told Ryan what Kate was going to do. There's no way you knew what Kate was going to do to you.
Listen, I'm familiar with Kate's work.
Uh-huh.
I know how committed she is to her craft.
Right.
And I expected her to, you know, be very professional and, you know, take this sketch to its furthest conclusion.
Did you know that she was going to ask you to stand up and she was going to squeeze your butt cheeks together? Did you know any of that?
That I knew. There was a lot more that I appreciate you're not showing in this photograph that happened. I did not, but, you know.
When she put her face in your butt?
Wow.
Yeah. So, because you were laughing so hard, it was so fun. It was so fun to watch you stand there and just, I mean, because that's just fun, right?
It was unexpected. No, it's she's so fun to work with. That cast is so talented, and it's such a fun ride.
Yeah, well, it is a great cast, but you're always great on it, and you're so, it makes everybody laugh when you laugh. I think that's what we look forward to, is you want to see someone break you like that, because,
well,
you know.
She did it.
She did it.
Yeah.
She did it. We have to take a break, and we'll be right back. We're back with Ryan Gosling. So at the end of the show, you wore a shirt, a tribute to your dog. George, is that?
Yeah, George.
George. That is the hardest thing to lose. How old was George when you lost him?
17.
17, that's a long time.
Yes. He passed away in December, and he's was a good friend to me.
Yeah. But
yeah. But you know, it's funny to say dog, because I feel like there was something about George where I think he felt like being a dog was beneath him.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Yes.
He would not do tricks. If you wanted him even to sit down, you had to sort of convince him it was in his best interest.
Uh-huh.
You know? You're like, look, we're gonna be in this car for about 3 hours, so if you wanna sit down, you might be more comfortable that way, and then he might consider it. One time we were there he is. One time we were at an outdoor restaurant, and he was sort of sitting on the pavement looking forlorn down the street. And someone got up to go to the restroom, and he just, I guess, had enough, and he just got up onto their seat and sat down at the table like a gentleman and looked around the table like, yeah, that's right. This feels about right.
More like
this
it for
makes
me.
more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a long time to have a dog to go through. I mean, he's gone through everything with you, 17 years.
Yeah, almost every film.
Did you travel with him?
Yeah, he was everywhere.
that's really sweet. And then that is his tag that you wear all the time.
That's George.
I love that. That is exactly how I feel about animals. They are
How many dogs do you have?
We have 3 dogs, and one is getting up there right now, and it's
How
hard.
old?
He's 14 now, but he's just he had a rough start in life, so he's not as healthy as he should be.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I love animals so much.
George, as he started to age, started to look like an aging rock star.
Oh, that's good.
He was sort of skinny fat, and he had big hair, and, you know, no teeth. Some open sores, but still sexy.
Wow, he's smoking. And,
Yeah. Still sexy.
Oh, wow. So you don't have any more animals right now?
No.
You're not going to get any more? You should get another dog.
We'll see.
All right. Well, you have a family, so that's
Yes, I
that
do.
takes a lot of
Yeah.
time. How are they doing?
They're great, thanks.
And your children must speak many languages. I would assume they're very, very intelligent.
Yes, and they speak Spanish, and, well, you know, the oldest, it's a kind of a Spanglish right now.
Mm-hmm. How old are they?
Well, my oldest is 3.
3. Wow, that's
and,
really good.
My youngest is 1.5.
Yeah.
So she's not speaking Spanish yet.
Not yet, no. See, I wish I would have learned when I was younger to learn another language. It gets harder when you're older to learn another.
Would you like to learn Spanish?
No. No, I would. I would for sure. I am trying to learn Spanish. I do a word like every other week here on the show.
Oh.
I had, for instance, Despacito was a recent. It's what happens when I speak Spanish.
There's a fun saying that that Ava's family says. It's, "Ay, que rico, baby."
What does that
Which
mean?
is just a fun thing. It's like that's exciting.
Ay, que
baby.
rico, baby.
But try this. It's a good thing, like, to acknowledge, like, this is a wonderful audience. So if everyone applauded and you came in and you sat down and you looked at the crowd and you said, "Ay, que rico, baby,"
Yeah.
it would be good. So you want to
Ay,
try
que
it?
rico,
Hold on,
babe.
Everyone applaud.
Hold on. Sorry, we didn't do it right.
All right, applaud.
Ay, que rico, baby. Really good.
It's a good one.
We'll take a break and we will be back quickly, not Despacito. That's Ryan Gosling in Blade Runner 2049. So it is about, were you a fan of the first one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you must have been very excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, very. It's about what it means to be a human being. And at 12, I wasn't really prepared for that. But it makes you sort of ask these questions that you know, you're not thinking you're going to have to ask yourself, just going to see what on the surface feels like a science fiction
Right.
film. So it's a very, very beautiful, special film. I feel very lucky to be a part of
It is, and it's visually just really, really cool to watch. I mean, it's a very cool film. And Harrison Ford, did you know him before? Had you met him?
No.
Okay, cool guy.
Cool guy.
Very cool guy.
Yes.
But he's 75, and there's fight scenes between you and him, and I understand that I mean, it wasn't like stunt doubles, it was you and Harrison, right?
Yeah.
And you threw him across the room.
Well, honestly, the day that I was meant to throw him across the room, he came in at 8 in the morning. We were all still kind of sleepy, and he just jumped over this banquette and just barrel rolled. That's how he started the day, and he must have thrown himself over that thing, you know, 50 times during. Look at this. He was doing that for fun.
I mean, but wasn't that right around the time that he crashed his plane and he was recovering from the plane crash?
Yeah, it's incredible. He had been through a plane crash and then a very, very severe accident on the Star Wars set.
Right.
And he came to set more fit than all of us put together.
That's crazy.
It's just incredible.
Yeah, he is really in good shape. But now who punched who? Because there's fight scenes, and either you punched him in the face or someone really punched someone, right?
Yeah, no, he got me.
Oh, he punched you.
Yeah.
So he connected with what, your cheek or your nose or what?
My face.
Well, what part of the face?
Well, you know, it's a big fist. It's not listen, let me tell you this. It's not the punch of an average man.
It's...
You know, the thing that most punches have in common, I think, are that they start around the shoulder. But Harrison reaches so far back that there's a point where you think, is he getting something? And And then when he finally starts, the fist comes into the horizon, you think, oh, he's not gonna punch me, he's throwing a baseball. And then it gets closer and it comes into focus and you're like, no, he's turning his fist into a hammer. And then right before it gets to you, it's like he's holding an imaginary sword. And he's using the strength of his forefathers to connect with you.
Now, is that really, did he really hit you there, or is that just a shot that we're looking at?
No, that's the moment that he hit me.
That he really, and that's his face realizing he hit you?
Well, it shows what a wonderful person he is.
Yeah.
Because look at how...
Yeah.
Look how sorry he is.
Yes.
Why I'm almost smiling, I'm more concerned about. I don't know.
Well, it looks like he may have hurt his hand, too, because if he connected that hard... No, he didn't?
No. But they did bring me some ice, and I thought he was coming over to apologize, and he pushed me out of the way and just stuck his hand in the ice. And he said, I forgive you.
But he is really fit. I mean, that's amazing that he was that active on the set, especially with everything he had gone through.
Yeah, it's... I don't know what's going on with him, but
well,
it's a special situation.
Something. And I don't know what's going on with you either, because you're so talented. Like every genre, every film you do, everything you do, you're just so good, and you're funny, and I just adore you. I just love you. And thanks for being here. Are you going to come back a little later in the show to raise money in some kind of way? I don't know what you're doing, but I've been told.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but we don't rehearse things around here, as you know. Blade Runner 2049 opens in theaters everywhere today. We're back with Ryan Gosling. All month long, we have partnered with Ulta Beauty to raise money for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So we thought we'd give you a chance to raise some money, asking you some questions. And for every answer, and I'll be the judge of whether it's good or not, Ulta will donate $1,000. Okay, so that could be a lot of money. And it's a good cause, so
I'll make you a deal.
What's that?
The ones I don't want to answer, I'll donate $1,000.
That's not fair.
That seems fair.
No. All right, but try to answer some questions or it's just boring. All right, name a celebrity you had a crush on growing up.
Raquel Welch.
Okay, fill in the sentence. I like to blank in the nude.
Undress.
If you're in the nude, you can't undress once you're in the nude.
I can do whatever I want.
Yes, you can. You're right. Have you ever had a nickname? If so, what was it?
Harrison Ford calls me Brian. I hope that's a nickname.
I don't think it is. I think he thinks your name is Brian. All right. What physical feature of yours do you like the most?
My left thumb. It's so much better than my right thumb.
I was going to say that. It's what I've always admired about you. What's the strangest thing you're afraid of?
Loose hair.
Loose hair.
Yeah, just like, like just one.
Like somewhere, like...
Yeah, like you have beautiful hair, but if just one of those were to just wander over here, it would give me pause.
Okay. All right. If you had to cook for your family, what can you make?
What's the budget? How much time do I have?
The budget is $34, and you have an hour and a half.
There's not much a grilled cheese can't fix. I'll go there.
All right, grilled cheese. Nothing like a grilled cheese sandwich.
Nothing.
A little tomato in it. If you owned a boat, what name would you choose for it?
The SS Nausea.
You get seasick?
Not a fan.
Okay. What's your favorite children's book to read to your kids?
The Grapes of Wrath.
It's a nice short story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
They probably go to sleep midway. Or what's the most thrill-seeking thing you've ever tried?
This show.
Because I run into your arms.
Yeah.
What's one of your worst habits?
Not answering people's questions.
Okay.
Next.
What's your Wi-Fi password?
I'm going to pay $1,000 to not
all right.
answer that.
I'm just going to round it up to $10,000. I don't know what it was, but thanks to Ulta Beauty, you just raised, $15,000. 15 is what I'm going to do.
All right.
All right. right. Well, thanks,
Nicely
Ryan.
done.
Ricky Martin and Usher, have a wonderful weekend. Be kind to one another. Bye. I love it when our next guest is here. Not only is he very talented, very handsome, he's very, very strong. Our first guest is crazy talented and crazy handsome. Please welcome Ryan Gosling. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. That's it's been a while. So listen. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is my first show, and no one will have me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you're uncomfortable at any time, you don't have to pedal. It's just my idea, but you can do whatever you want.
No, I'm in. What speed are you on?
Resistance 9.
Okay.
What are you on?
Mine's asking my weight, which I think is a little forward.
That's rude.
Quick question, are you mad at me?
Why?
Because the last time I came out, you leapt into my arms. And this time I just got a tiny...
Oh, no.
So it's nice to see you.
I'm gonna get a running start next time. Like,
Okay.
before you even reach here. Every single time you pick me up.
I did not rehearse that.
No, we did not. It's so weird. We didn't rehearse that. Please welcome Ryan Gosling. You know what? Here's what he wanted to do. He had asked the producer if he could do the dirty dancing thing where I'd run to him and he would lift me up. And I would have done it, but I fell down the other day during the commercial break. I was going back there to do something and I fell down. And you know how when you're gonna fall, your back, I tried to, so my lower back is out, which is why I don't want to do the dirty dancing thing.
Rain check, right?
Yeah, no. Actually, you kind of really have to have a really good, strong core to even do the woman's part there. But, I mean, that is your go-to move. You actually have done that before.
It's not, well, it's handy if you don't feel like dancing. Because if you show up somewhere, you do that on a dance floor, you can just coast on that for the rest of the night.
You sure could.
Yeah.
And how many, like, you have to work it out with somebody to do that. How many women have you done the dirty dancing thing with?
Just one.
So it's really not a go-to thing at all.
No.
Yeah.
I've done it with male friends. It's fine.
I see.
It's a thing anyone can do.
You really can. Why
Yeah.
would I limit it to a woman? Yes,
I
of
don't
course
know.
you could do that with a
Anyone
man.
can do it. It's for
During the break,
everyone.
you'll do it with Andy. That'll be great.
Great.
So as you see, Brittany was just here. We were backstage, and the three of us. And that was, how long has it been since, because you were in the Mickey Mouse Club together, just to remind you. How long had it been since you had seen her?
Well, neither one of us could remember, which I think is a sign that it's been
been a
quite a
while.
while.
Or both of you have bad memories. Yeah. So like since you were in the...
I think since then.
Since then?
Yeah.
And do you remember, like, what's your memory of her? What was your first impression?
I remember when we first got to the show, they sort of had all the kids perform for one another. And it was sort of, I remember it was Christina Aguilera and then Britney performed, and I remember thinking, oh, okay, so they're like freakishly talented. You know.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, I was used to working with talented people, but that was another level.
And then what did you do for your talent when they finished? Did you sing? Did you dance? What'd you do?
I think I was just like, I'm Canadian. They were like, good, just...
That's plenty. That's all you need. I want to hear about the story because I saw a picture of you in a beekeeper's outfit. So your mother got married in Italy, and somehow there were bees at the wedding.
The place where we were made their own honey, and for some reason, at lunch, the bees decided they were going to take it back. And so there were just like 100 bees at the table just trying to take that honey back, which was hard to blame them for. They worked hard to make it.
So how do you happen to have a bee outfit? How does that, do you bring that to dinner with you in case there are bees, or? No,
well, I thought, you know, if they make honey here, there has to be an outfit. So I found it, and I was able to safely remove the bees.
What did you do?
I just moved the honey to a safer area.
Yeah.
You know, but it was I paid for it later because they were kind of on my mask, and I had a strong feeling they were just getting a good look at me.
Yeah, like, is that Ryan Gosling? Like.
No, it's like they wanted, is this the bee man? Like they were finally seeing, you know, this person that had, been, I hope, keeping them well, but anyway, they were dive bombing me for the rest of the trip.
Oh, they recognized you. You're thinking the bees were on your face, and then they
were like, yes, and I felt like they were passing out tiny sketches of me or something, because no matter where I went in Italy, I was just getting dive bombed by Italian bees.
Yeah. They have like a 50 eyes or something, so they probably like pictures of you, like 50 of you. Have you seen that guy? All right, we have to take a break. More with Ryan after this. We are back with Ryan Gosling, who, if you have a bee problem, will come to your house and remove the bees. So Halloween's coming up, and I understand, like, this is you love the holiday.
I do.
Like, so much so that you leave. Is this true? They said that you leave the decorations up year-round.
All year round.
You don't take Halloween decorations down?
No.
What do you have out there right now?
Well, you got your tombstones. You got a lot of, like, sneaky skulls. You know.
What happens at
Christmas?
Christmas?
Your bats, your witches. It's just, what's that?
What about Christmas?
I think they go well together. I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
So you add Christmas decorations during Christmas, and then you take...
spooky Christmas. You don't like a spooky Christmas?
I like spooky things, yes.
Yeah.
But wait, so you put them out there for Christmas, and then you take them out, but leave the Halloween?
Yeah, leave the Halloween. Yeah.
The people in your neighborhood must really be upset by that. To have, because it's one thing, there are people who leave Christmas decorations up year-round.
Yeah.
But to leave tombstones up year-round and witches and bats is different.
We're kind of like the Munsters on our block.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
I bet you are. So let's talk about you learning how to fly. Did you get your license?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
How far did you get?
Not very far at all.
What did you learn on?
Well, I had this, you know, Neil, so I played Neil Armstrong in this film, First Man. And,
yes.
And flight was, you know, Neil was flying before he could drive, so it felt like something I should learn how to do.
Right.
And if I'm honest, I thought you always hear about celebrities flying, so I thought, how hard could it be?
If celebrities can do it.
Yeah, celebrities are doing it, it's got to be, it's very hard.
Yeah. No, yeah. So you learned on like a small, like a twin engine thing?
Yeah, like a Cessna, and it was, they asked me to take it into a stall, like a self-imposed stall. And I thought, you know what else is stalled? My interest in flying. Let's go.
So you were up, was it your first flight?
No, I had taken like a few weeks.
Because they don't do the stall like
Not right away.
Yeah,
Yes.
you give a little bit of experience before you tell someone to stall, so you go into a free dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of my first few lessons, we flew over my house and I waved to my kids. And I thought I could get used to this.
That's fun, yeah.
And then he said, let's put it into a stall. And I thought, oh no, let's land. And I'll spend my time learning other things.
I'll wave to my kids from the car.
But I heard, did Portia learn how to fly?
Well, Portia learned on a helicopter, and she had
way harder.
Yeah, I don't even understand the paddles and all that stuff. But yeah, she got her. I don't know if she got her license, but she has many, many hours on a helicopter.
That is very impressive.
I know, very impressive.
Yeah.
She's quite something, that woman. All right, we'll take a break, and then we'll talk about this movie that you're in that's fantastic. All right. Ryan Gosling in First Man. So, the audience saw it. You loved it, right? It's so good. It's and congratulations, it's getting great reviews. Tell everyone who is not here in this audience what it's about.
Well, it's about Neil Armstrong and his family, and it was interesting to me because I thought, I guess ever since I learned what the moon was, I learned that someone named Neil Armstrong walked on it, and he was sort of someone who was synonymous with the moon. But I realized that I really knew nothing about him or his family or the personal experience, the personal sacrifices involved, the hundreds of thousands of people that made it possible. It's an extraordinary story of sacrifice and courage, and it's just as much about family as it is about space, and we tried to sort of honor both.
Yeah, because I think we all remember Neil Armstrong walking on the moon, but not, like you said, we learned so much more. So the set looks, the moon, you shot on the moon, right? Because it really,
yeah, good tax breaks there.
It really is. Used to be Canada, now it's the moon. But
no,
like,
it's a quarry in Atlanta. It turns out a quarry in Atlanta makes a great moon. Yeah, it's amazing what they did.
It really is. I thought you shot it on the moon. I was really impressed. It was like you're away from your family, you're on the moon. So you had to wear this giant spacesuit. What is that? Is it similar to a beekeeper's outfit, or is it heavier?
It is similar in a way.
It seems like you're always wearing an outfit like that.
I love this suit.
Why did you love it?
Because no one talks to you. You don't have to talk to anyone.
Because of the...
They're great. If you have any kind of social anxiety, I highly recommend a spacesuit.
There's a lot of people...
You can be there, but you don't have to actually
I understand.
be there.
There's a lot of people... We should start selling Ellen spacesuits. We should... Because there are a lot of people with social anxiety. All right, so you're going to be doing a lot of award shows. You're going to do a lot of press. You do have social anxiety, so I got you something. Since you enjoy it so much, you say it, we build it.
Away.
So, yeah. And then you can lift it up if you want to talk to people. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah. You've got it. You're all ready for the awards show. Look at you. Yeah. First Man opens in theaters. Oh, you're fogging up in there. First Man opens in theaters today. We'll be right back.